this might have been a counterbalance that helped to balance the effect of the bill if it was skimming the water. The other possibility is that it's simply an ornament. Think of it as wearing a hat. And as such, it might have been larger in the males. That's commonly the case. In reptiles, the males are usually the showy individuals.
But anatomical features often have more than one function. Some pterosaurs may have also used their crests as a rudder when floating on the water. Their wings tilted up behind them like two sails.
So basically, if they want a sort of cruising, just feeding and moving around, this would be the ideal way of locomotion because they don't need any kind of muscular effort. It is like a three-masted sailing boat.
Flight is an incredibly complex activity, particularly for a predator whose livelihood required tracking prey while aloft. A pterosaur's brain had to be able to handle loads of in-flight information.
Looking at flying animals, whether it's pterosaurs or birds, we've always tended to focus on aerodynamics, and that makes perfectly good sense. One thing that's been kind of neglected, though, is actually looking at what's going on in the cockpit. What is the flight control system like in these animals? And so what we can do then is actually compare the brain structure of birds and pterosaurs.
An anatomy professor at Ohio University, Lawrence Whitmer creates three-dimensional brain images by CT scanning the fossilized skulls of extinct animals.
There's a particular lobe of the brain called the flocculus that in birds is relatively large. In pterosaurs, it's absolutely enormous, much larger than what we see in birds. This presented a real question for us. Why did pterosaurs have such a huge flocculus?
The flocculus